Night settles differently inside a medieval home. It does not arrive all at once. It moves inward, slowly, as the light fades and shadows stretch. Outside, the last colors of dusk dissolve. Inside, firelight becomes the final guide. The medieval home is built to hold warmth, not brightness. Walls are thick, windows are small. Glass, if it exists at all, is uneven and cloudy. More often, windows are shuttered openings, covered with oiled cloth or horn. When shutters close, the world narrows. The home becomes its own small universe. The hearth is the heart of everything. As night deepens, the fire is adjusted carefully, not allowed to blaze, not allowed to die. A soft glow is enough. Too much flame wastes fuel. Too little invites cold. Fuel matters. Wood is precious. Charcoal even more so. Each log is placed with intention. The crackle of fire fills the silence gently. It is not loud. It is reassuring. In this world, silence is never complete. The house breathes. Wood expands and contracts. Thatch shifts softly above. A distant animal moves outside. These sounds are familiar, comforting. Furniture is sparse. A table, a bench, a chest. Everything has purpose. At night, the table is cleared completely. Clutter unsettles the mind. The bench may serve as a bed. The chest holds blankets and clothing. Candles are rare and valuable. Most homes rely on the hearth alone. If a candle is lit, it is small, tallow-based, soft-smelling. It casts gentle shadows that move slowly along the walls. These shadows are not feared. They are expected. Children learn early that shadows mean warmth. As evening progresses, people gather closer together, not for conversation, but for shared heat. Clothing stays on. Nightwear is minimal or non-existent. Wool cloaks and tunics double as blankets. Layers matter more than softness. The floor is packed earth or rough wood. Rushes may cover it, scented lightly with herbs. At night, these rushes release faint smells: grass, earth, dried flowers. The scent anchors the body. The medieval home smells alive. Not unpleasant, simply natural. Smoke lingers lightly. Chimneys are imperfect. The smell of wood smoke becomes part of sleep. It clings to hair and clothing. It signals safety. Outside, darkness deepens fully now. There are no streetlights. No glowing windows stretching far into the distance. One by one, homes go dark. The village settles like a resting animal. Inside the house, bedding is prepared. Straw mattresses are adjusted. Wool blankets shaken. Sleep spaces are shared. Privacy is not expected. Family members sleep side by side, sometimes with animals nearby. Animals provide warmth and reassurance. Their breathing becomes part of the night's rhythm. Before lying down, final tasks are done. Doors are barred, shutters secured. These actions are calm, not anxious. Routine replaces worry. Once secured, the house is considered safe. People trust their walls, thick timber, stone foundations. Homes are built to last. As people settle into sleep, firelight dims further. Sometimes the hearth is left glowing faintly. Sometimes it is covered with ash to preserve embers. Both choices are common. Light inside the home is never harsh. Darkness is respected. Eyes adjust naturally. Sleep begins gently. The medieval home is quiet, but not empty. Every sound has context. A mouse rustling is not panic. It is life continuing. Wind against the roof is not threat. It is weather passing. Even footsteps outside may simply be a neighbor returning home. Fear is reserved for real danger. Most nights are peaceful. During first sleep, the home feels deeply still. Bodies rest heavily. Breathing slows. Fire embers pulse faintly. The house holds everyone together. Later, during the quiet hours between sleeps, the home stirs softly. Someone shifts. Someone coughs lightly. A blanket is pulled closer. The house absorbs these movements without complaint. Wood creaks softly. This is not disturbance. It is reassurance that life continues. Temperature changes are noticed. The fire cools. Air grows sharper. People instinctively draw closer. Sleep deepens again. The medieval home at night is not a place of fear. It is a shelter from the vast darkness outside. Thick walls keep cold at bay. Small spaces concentrate warmth. Shared presence creates safety. Even the poorest home offers protection. As dawn approaches hours later, the home begins to change subtly. The air cools further. The fire is nearly out. But sleep remains undisturbed. The house has done its job. It has held warmth, held bodies, held dreams. Now, as you remain within this medieval night, imagine yourself lying quietly inside such a home. Firelight fading, walls steady around you. No need to be alert, no need to think. The house stands watch. You may rest. As the medieval night continues, the home settles into a deeper stillness. The fire has now softened to a faint glow beneath ash, no longer crackling, only breathing slowly. Its warmth lingers in the walls, in the floor, in the layered clothing that wraps each sleeping body. Inside the house, time feels different. There is no clock to measure it, no ticking sound to divide moments. Night is sensed by temperature, by quiet, by the depth of sleep itself. During these hours, the medieval home becomes almost invisible. It stops demanding attention. Its purpose is fulfilled simply by existing. The walls no longer hold echoes of daytime movement. They now hold warmth and silence. The roof above, thatched with straw or reed, presses gently downward, insulating against the chill sky. Occasionally, a faint sound passes across it. A night bird landing, wind brushing over dried stalks, but nothing that calls for waking. Inside, bodies adjust instinctively. Someone turns slightly, seeking warmth. Another pulls a blanket higher across shoulders. These movements are slow and unconscious. Sleep is deep now. The medieval home understands sleep. It has been built around it. Beds are low to the ground. Some are little more than straw-filled sacks laid on wooden frames or directly on the floor. Being close to the earth is comforting. Cold settles lower, but so does stability. People trust the ground beneath them. Children, curled into warmth, breathe evenly. Their dreams are quiet. Adults sleep heavier. Their days have been long and physical. Muscles soften fully only now, in the middle of the night. The home holds their weight without complaint. In some houses, animals sleep nearby. A dog lies near the door. alert even while resting. A cat curls close to the hearth's fading warmth. Livestock may be housed just beyond an inner wall or under the same roof. Their presence adds gentle sound, a shift of hooves, a low breath. These sounds are reassuring. They mean life continues. The medieval home at night is never entirely silent, but it is calm. No sound is sharp. Nothing startles. When a noise occurs, it is recognized instantly. The home is familiar enough that every sound has a place. During the quiet hours between first and second sleep, some wake briefly. Not from alarm, but naturally. Eyes open slowly. The darkness feels thick, but not frightening. People lie still, listening. They hear the house itself, the soft creak of wood adjusting to cooling air, the distant sound of another home's door closing, the wind passing low across fields. There is no rush to return to sleep. These waking moments are accepted. Some whisper a prayer. Some think gently. Some simply lie and breathe. The home remains patient. A hand reaches for a cup kept nearby. A sip of water. Perhaps a sip of ale. Nothing more. Light is not sought. Darkness belongs to these hours. Eventually, eyes close again. Second sleep arrives softly, like a tide returning. Dreams deepen. The medieval home does not interfere. It allows sleep to take its full shape. In winter, the cold creeps closer during these hours, but the house is prepared. Walls are thick. Openings are sealed. Bodies generate warmth together. Breath fills the air faintly. The scent of smoke, straw, wool, and earth blends into a familiar comfort. In summer, the house remains cool. Stone floors hold the night's chill. Shutters block moonlight just enough to keep sleep undisturbed. Insects hum faintly outside, but rarely enter. Nets or smoke discourage them. The home maintains balance. The medieval mind does not worry about security the way modern minds do. Danger exists, but it is distant. The home is strong. Doors are barred. Shutters closed. That is enough. Once these actions are complete, worry ends. Trust replaces it. People trust their homes. They trust routine. They trust the quiet agreements between wall, roof, and hearth. As the night moves forward, the home becomes almost womb-like, protective, enclosing, holding. There is no pressure to wake early unless required by season or duty. Sleep is valued. Rest is necessary. A tired body works poorly. Medieval people understand this without theory. Their lives depend on it. So the home is designed to protect rest above all else. Furniture does not clutter sleeping space. Sharp edges are avoided near beds. Objects that might fall are secured. Nothing should disturb the night.